Good evening, students. Welcome back to the live class. In this live class, we will discuss the vectors of plant diseases. Okay, one of the most important topic in the JRF entomology subject. So, which is having the high weightage. And in every year, we can see easily 5 to 6 questions will come. So, today we will discuss the last 5 years PYQs from this portion. Okay. So, mainly before entering into our discussion, so IRA wala we are conducting mock test series which is only for 249 rupees. So if anyone want to practice mock test, the high quality mock test, they can take it. Okay. So while coming to today's session, the first question is matching. On one side we can say the different diseases of the plants, then after other side they are the vectors. Okay, in the matching we can see the vector of spike disease, Sesamum pillodi, rice yellow dwarf and little leaf of brinjal. And in this side we can see the different vectors. The first one is Nematode virescens, Jassus indicus, Hishmonas phycetis and Oraceus albicintus. Okay, so first we will try to match it. So anyone knows the answer? So many of the students are telling 4. Let's see whether it's 4 or not. So vector of spike disease we know Jassus indicus and Sesamum pillodi is Oraceus albicintus. Then after rice yellow dwarf Nematode virescens and little leaf of brinjal is Hishmonas phycetis. So A2, B4 and C1 and D3. Yes. Option 4 is the correct answer. So many of the students were responding for good students. Then the next question is cotton leaf cull viral disease is transmitted by. So many of the diseases, mainly leaf cull transmitted by the whiteflies mostly. All the leaf cull diseases are transmitted by whitefly mostly. So here the cotton leaf cull disease is transmitted by whitefly. So one student responded B. Okay, now the students were responding. And while coming to the third question, this is also a matching type of question. On the left side, they have given the different vector scientific names, and on the right side, they have given the disease. So first we will see what the vectors they have given. First one is Pentalonian agronervosa, Frankiella sculzi, Lyodelphax tritellus, and Forficula auricularia. And on this side, they have given rice streaked dwarf and turnip yellow mosaic and banana bunchita virus and tomato spotted wilt virus or wilt disease. So many of the students were also responding for this question. So 2 or B, let's check whether it's correct or wrong. So Pentalonian agronervosa is banana aphid. So it transmits mainly 2 diseases. One is banana bunchy top disease and another one is cutter disease of cardamom. Okay, both these 2 diseases are important. So A goes to 3. And the tomato spotted wilt virus is transmitted by thrips mainly. So Frankiella sculzi. Then after Ladelphax tritellus transmits rice streaked dwarf virus, that is correct. And Forficularia auricularia is turnip yellow mosaic virus. So A3, B4, C1 and D2. 3, B4, C1, D2. Option 2. Yes, many of the students responded correct. Atharva. Then after Jitram, Dev Patel, Gaming Anchal Gupta. Good. Option is 2. So here we will discuss some more important points. Mainly first we will discuss the rice diseases and their vectors. Mainly RBSDV, this all you know. RBSTV is rice black streaked dwarf virus. This is transmitted by small brown plant hopper, that is Leodelphax striatellus. This is SBPH, means small brown plant hopper. Okay, SBPH. And we will have the SRB SDV. Southern rice black streaked dwarf virus. So it is transmitted by WBPH, that is white backed plant hopper, Sogatella falcifera. Okay, so these two diseases were most important. Then after RGDV, ZZLH means zigzag leaf hopper. Okay. Then so here I was discussing about the rice disease and their vectors, the few major important diseases, and among them is the first one is RBSTV, that is rice black streaked dwarf virus, and the next one is SRBSTV, that is southern rice black streak dwarf virus, that is transmitted by WBPH, that is white backed plant hopper Sogatella falcifera, and RBSTV is transmitted by SBPH, that is small brown plant hopper Leodelphax striatellus. Here we can see the name. And the next one is RGDV, that is rice gall dwarf virus Resilia dorsalis, that is zigzag leaf hopper. Then after rice tunguro, rice yellow dwarf virus and rice transitory yellowing is transmitted by Nephotitix virescens and Nigropictus. These are species specific. Okay, Nephotitix virescens and Nephotitix nigropictus. Then after at last here we are having the rice dwarf virus, which is transmitted by the Nephotitix syncytips and Nigropictus. Okay, so mostly this you can remember well, but you try to remember these things, the species specific. In later questions you can see directly they have asked the rice dwarf virus and which of the following the insect will transmit it. So like that. So here it is a syncytips and Nigropictus. And Pentalonia nigronervosa I have discussed earlier, banana bunchy top. Banana bunchy top. Cutter disease of cardamom to cutter disease of cardamom. Then BPH transmits rag stunt and grass stunt and all those stunt diseases. So among this, one important thing is this turnip yellow mosaic virus can be transmitted by the earwigs and one beetle too. Earwigs, and this Parvicularia auricularia is earwig. So earwigs belongs to the order Dermoptera. So these are the important things in this. Earwigs, flea beetles, grasshopper. So it is transmitted by three. Turnip yellow mosaic virus. It's transmitted by earwigs, flea beetles, and grasshoppers. Okay, and this Parvicula auricularia is earwig. Yes, only this much. So we were discussing already. So the answer will be for this. Answer for this question. Rice yellow dwarf disease is transmitted by, here they are giving four options, that is Resilia dorsalis, Nephotitix virescens, and Nephotitix nigropictus, and Neelaparvata lugens. So these are the four different options. So here we can see Resilia dorsalis is zigzag leafhopper, ZZLH, which transmits rice gall dwarf virus. Previously we have discussed it. And Nephotitix virescens and Nephotitix nigropictus, both are green leaf hoppers, JLH. And Neelaparvata lugens is BPH, that is brown plant hopper. Okay. Now the important thing is in virescens and nigropictus, which species will transmit it? That you need to tell. So some students were responded. Sir, please side, I wanna take screenshot. Sorry, from the next time I will move side for 1 or 2 minutes. Okay. So many of the students were telling Nephotitix nigropictus, but it's wrong. It's not wrong means I will tell why we have to choose this one. So here we have said it's zigzag leaf hopper, rice gall dwarf virus. We said here it's BPH. So we know these option won't work. And the leftover options is Nephotitix virescens and Nephotitix nigropictus. Both are green leaf hopper only. Okay. Then when we have discussed the rice pest, in that we have discussed Nephotitix virescens, nigropictus, and syncytips. And there will be 3 species. Among these 3, virescens is the most damage causing insect. Okay. So while considering that point, here the answer will become the Nephotitix virescens, since it causes more damage. Okay. So answer will become Nephotitix virescens. Then after, anybody will respond for this? Let's see. Here, while coming to the 5th question, given below are 2 statements. Statement 1 is tobacco mosaic viruses are transmitted by aphids, is the first statement. And in the second statement, they have given Diurapis noxia aphid is a major pest of apple. So these are the both statements. So in that we need to know whether which statement is correct or which statement is wrong. So mainly we know, or let's see whether somebody will respond for this question. Yes, many of the students posted 3. Mahindra B, both statements are incorrect. Let's wait, many other students will respond. Only one student responded, that is B, but he is telling both statement 1 and statement 2 are incorrect, which is wrong, and gaming confident is telling both statements are correct. So here I will tell the answer. Both of your answers are wrong. So tobacco mosaic virus are transmitted by aphids. That is correct. Okay. And Diuraphis noxia is a aphid, is a pest of wheat, not on the apple. Okay. It is a pest on the wheat. This statement is wrong. Why? Because here the host crop is wheat. Okay. And the common name of this is, where I can write, here I can write. Diuraphis noxia, commonly called as Russian wheat aphid, and it is a pest on wheat, not on the apple. That's why the second statement will become wrong. And tobacco mosaic viruses are transmitted by aphids. That is true. Okay, and while coming to tobacco crop, we will have mostly 3 viral disease. One is TMV, that is tobacco mosaic virus, that is transmitted by aphids. Then after, tobacco leaf cull viral disease will be there. I said mostly the leaf cull diseases are transmitted by whitefly. Here also the same. The vector is whitefly. Okay. Then tobacco streak virus will be there, which is transmitted by thrips. So these 3 are the most important viral diseases from the tobacco crop. Tobacco mosaic virus, that is transmitted by aphids, and tobacco leaf cull disease, that is transmitted by whitefly, and tobacco streak virus is transmitted by thrips. Okay. So here they're mentioning the major pest of apple. You can check it later. So we know the vector transmission will be 3 types: non-persistent, semi-persistent, and persistent type of transmission are common in aphids mostly. Aphid is the insect which can transmit the non-persistently and semi-persistent and persistent vector transmission. So here the option is aphids. Okay. So remember this point. One insect which can transmit viral vector easily from in 3 ways, that is non-persistent, semi-persistent, and persistent. So that is aphids. So the next question is, in the 7th question also they have given the 2 statements. So statement 1 is phytoplasmas are mainly spread through xylids, and the second statement is phytoplasmas are mainly spread through cicadelids, that is nothing but leafhoppers. Okay. So here phytoplasmas are mainly spread through the xylids. The statement 1 and statement 2, phytoplasmas are mainly spread through cicadelids. Here this is the jumping plant lice. Here it's leafhoppers. Okay. Here, mainly you need to know in treatise book or even in refresher, I have seen that phytoplasmal diseases are mainly transmitted by Cicadellidae, Fulguroid, and one more family they have given 3. Okay, they will transmit. But here you have to see mainly spread through. So most of the leafhoppers will transmit the phytoplasmal disease. Okay, like Sesamum phyllode is there, then little leaf of brinjal is there, coconut lethal yellowing is there, like that, and witch's broom of potato is there. So many examples were there for the phytoplasmal disease that is transmitted by the mainly leafhoppers. Okay, so here this statement will become correct. Phytoplasmas are mainly spread through the cicadellids, and many people will have this doubt. Even when I was preparing for JRF in my UG, I also got this doubt. So mainly the phytoplasmal disease that is transmitted by xylids, at that time I read citrus greening. Citrus greening or honglong disease of citrus is transmitted by Diaphorinus citri, that is citrus xyla. But the causal organism for citrus greening is, here I will write without any confusion. See, many of them will think that Candidus liberibacter asiaticus is a phytoplasma, but actually it is a phloem limited bacteria. It is a gram negative bacteria. Okay. Gram negative phloem limited bacteria. It's not a phytoplasma, so don't get confused. Citrus greening is caused by Candidus liberibacter asiaticus, that is a gram negative phloem limited bacteria. Okay, and their vector is Diaphorinus citri, that is citrus xyla. But mostly phytoplasmal diseases are transmitted by the cicadellids. So here the first statement becomes wrong and the second statement becomes correct. So statement 1 is incorrect, but statement 2 is correct. Okay. Oh, many students responded something. Sure. Sir, give information on 4 topics. Sure. So while coming to the next question, viruses not transmitted by the plant hoppers are. So viruses that are not transmitted by plant hoppers are. They are giving 4 options. That is, first one is rhabdovirus, the second one is tenuvirus, and the third one is neovirus, and the D option, that is begmovirus. And in this set of options, we need to select one option. So you need to know some important prior information for this. So mainly begmoviruses are transmitted by the whitefly. So many students were responding it's D or 4. Yes, the option is D, but before that I am explaining something. So here begmovirus is not transmitted by the plant hoppers. This begmovirus is transmitted by whitefly. And rest 3 these virus, rhabdoviruses, tenuvirus and neoviruses, were transmitted by the plant hoppers mostly. Okay. Then we know thrips transmit tospovirus. Okay. Then mealybugs, virus. Virus. Before that, we need to know these points. Thrips transmit tospovirus and mealybugs transmit Badna Then after Begmovirus is transmitted by whitefly and plant hoppers transmit rhabdovirus, tenovirus and neovirus. Then after the leftover one is Aphids transmit the virus. Okay. So here the option becomes D. So if anybody want to take screenshot, you can take screenshot. We'll wait here for 1 minute. So Thrips, tospovirus, mealybugs, Badna virus, then after Aphids, virus, Begmovirus are transmitted by the whitefly. Okay. So while moving to the next question. The next question, 9th one, predominant vector of the leaf curl disease infesting vegetable crops is. Okay. Mostly I said many times now only, the major leaf curl disease are mostly it is transmitted by the whiteflies. Okay. And while coming to the 10th question, here also the again statement type of questions we can see two statements here. That is statement 1, viruses are aphid-borne, stylet-borne viruses and Gemini viruses are circulative type. Here this both the statements exactly you can find in the entomology treatise book. Okay. So here the option is 1. Both the statements are correct. But you need to know some other points that virus, next one is Carla virus, okay. Then Gemini viruses are circulative type. This statement is correct. So apart from virus, we are having another 2 viruses, that is virus, Carla virus and virus are transmitted by the aphid in a non-persistent manner. That is important. Aphid-borne, stylet-borne. That's the thing here. So if anybody want, again they can take screenshot. And these also non-persistent or non-circulative. The other names these are. Okay. What it means? Virus, Carla virus and virus are aphid-borne, stylet-borne virus. So this stylet-borne virus, other names or the by understanding their mechanism, we can know that they are non-persistent and non-circulative. Okay, this is circulative. Okay. While coming to the next question again, here also statement type of questions we can see. They are giving 2 statements. Statement 1 is the terms non-persistent, semi-persistent and persistent viruses were coined by Watson and Roberts. Is the statement 1. And the statement 2, the terms non-persistent, semi-persistent and persistent viruses were coined by Watson and Crick. We all know from the high school itself we are learning Watson and Crick gave double helical structure. That thing we know. So the rest And you should know that the non-persistent, semi-persistent, persistent viruses terms were coined by Watson and Robert. Okay, and here the statement 1 is correct and statement 2 is wrong. This one is wrong. So here statement 1 is correct, but statement 2 is wrong. Third will be the option. Okay. Okay, many students gave 3. Yes, it's correct. So while coming to the next question, Gemini viruses are circulative type, non-circulative type, persistent type, non-persistent type. So what will be the option for this? In previous statement question also we have seen. Let's see any other persons will respond. Yes, Anchal Gupta, Chaya. Only 2 students responded. Okay, gaming confidently. I said Gemini viruses are circulative type. So here the option becomes circulative type. Okay. Here you can see. Then after, while coming to the 13th one question, here we can see the matching. One side they gave the disease and the other side they gave vectors for it. Okay. Lethal, coconut lethal yellowing, cotton wilt, citrus canker, bitter gourd yellow mosaic. Then after this side, psyllid, whitefly, leafhopper and grasshopper they have given. So will anybody will tell this answer? Let's see. I'm checking any person will respond. Chaya Sahu and Dev Patel responded CO3 as Anshul Gupta 3. Okay, coconut lethal yellowing. Already I said it is the leafhopper disease. See, transmitted by leafhopper. Cotton wilt is transmitted by grasshopper. Then citrus canker, psyllid. Then after bitter gourd, yellow mosaic, that is whitefly. So A3, B4, C1, D2. A3, B4, C1, D2. Third option. Okay. Now only I said this question. We are 14.1. Cucumoviruses is a Aphid-borne stylet-borne virus, Aphid-borne non-stylet-borne virus, Thrips-borne stylet-borne virus, Thrips-borne non-stylet-borne virus. Okay. I am waiting for answer. When is person will respond. Dev Patel 1, he said. And I said earlier, cucumovirus, then after Carla virus, then potty virus. These 3 viruses are Aphid-borne, stylet-borne virus. That thing you need to remember specifically. Aphid-borne, stylet-borne virus. So here 1 will be the option. Aphid-borne, stylet-borne virus. And while coming to the next question, it is the 15th one. Here on one side again they gave disease, and this side they gave the vectors. And I think this is the most tough question in the JRF 2022 paper. Okay, and this question was also asked in 2025 also. So here we will segregate the answer. Zebra chip disease of potato is transmitted by Bactris cockerelli, and fire blight of orchard tree is transmitted by Cacosilo pyricola. Then after carrot stolper disease is transmitted by Bacteria trigonica, and rugose, potato rugose stunning virus is transmitted by Roselliana solanica. So before going to exam, if you practice previous papers, such hard questions can be known. So if any chances there, some of the questions will be repeated in the final JRF2. Here all these vectors are psyllids. First of all, that thing you need to know. These are psyllids that are nothing but jumping plant lice. Already I said this Cacosila pyricola is pear psyllid. Actually, pear psyllid, and this Bactria trigonica is carrot psyllid. This and Bactria cockerelli is potato psyllid. And this one specifically Roselliana solanica is South America potato psyllid. Okay, SAP is South America potato psyllid. Okay. So zebra chip disease of potato is transmitted by Bactria cockerelli, commonly called as a potato psyllid. Then after fire blight of orchard tree, that is an horticulture crop, is transmitted by the Cacosila pyricola, that is pear psyllid. And carrot stolper disease is transmitted by Bactria trigonica, that is carrot psyllid. And potato rugose stunting virus is transmitted by Roselliana solanica, that is South America potato psyllid. That's why I have written shortcut SAP, that is South America potato psyllid. Okay. So here option becomes A4 and B1. Okay, second option. Okay. Many of the students kept message A, Neil Patel, Mahendra A, they kept, but it's wrong. Only Hemant kept 2, it's correct. Okay. So this is the most repeated questions from 2022. You can see 23, you can see, and even 25 also. Vector of little leaf of brinjalis. And here also again 4 options. The first one is leafhopper, and the whitefly, plant hopper, and mealybugs. Choose the correct answer from the options given below. Yes, answer for this. Vector for little leaf of brinjal is now many students are responding. Rahul Nandi, Chaya, Dev Patel, Mahendra Preeti Yadav. Rahul Nandi, one time I read message. Again, no need. It's one. Sam also kept one. Little leaf of brinjal is transmitted by leafhopper, and the scientific name is Nichimonus physetis. Nichimonus physetis. Okay. So while coming to the 17th question, given below are two statements. Statement 1 is stylet-borne viruses are transmitted by Myzus persicae and stylet-borne viruses are transmitted by Apis gossypi. Okay, both are aphid species, and we said stylet-borne viruses are mostly transmitted by aphids. So any aphid can be transmitted. So here the both statement 1 and statement 2 are correct. Okay. And let's wait for these questions. I hope many people will respond for this question. Few students responded here. Answer for 18th question. Anchal Gupta, Mahendra, then Rahul, Sam, Gaming Confident, kept one. Many students kept one. Yes, it's correct. Here, Odento thermus means that is a termite species. Okay. It mainly treated by the chloropyrifos, and Nympula dipectalis is rice caseworm. It's a semi-aquatic. This thing we know. Nephotitics, rice tungro we know. Then Neela Parvata lujas, that is BPH, is grassistan. That is green leaf hopper. This is BPH, and this is rice caseworm. Okay. So what will be the option? A4, B1, then C2, D3. It's nothing but first option. Many students gave right. Now this thing. 19th question. Answer, who will tell? Many students responded 3. Let's check it whether it's 3 or not. So here the again matching question. One side they gave disease and the other side the vectors. We know tomato spotted wilt virus, that is TOS virus, is transmitted by Thrips. Here Thrips species is Frankiniella occidentalis. Yes. Then tomato yellow leaf curl disease is, I said mostly leaf curl disease are transmitted by whitefly Bemisia tabasi. This thing we know. Cauliflower mosaic is transmitted by its aphid, that is Breviconi brassicae. Then downy mildew is Hyloperonospora brassicae. Okay. So A3, B4, C1, D2. Third option is correct. Tomato, and the next question, tomato yellow leaf curl virus is transmitted by tomato yellow leaf curl virus disease is transmitted by thrips, mites, whitefly, flea beetle. Many students giving 3 or C, that is whitefly. Okay. So again, while coming to the next question, Here also again statement type of question. Statement 1 is in non-persistent transmission, the ability to transmit is lost between the moles. And statement 2, in persistent transmission, the ability to transmit is retained between the moles. Yes, what will be the answer? For 21st question, what will be the answer? In non-persistent transmission, the ability to transmit the disease is lost between the moles, and in the persistent transmission, the ability to transmit is written between the moles. Which one is correct? And many students responding A. Yes, both the statements were correct. In non-persistent and semi-persistent too. Non-persistent and semi-persistent, in both the cases, the ability to transmit the disease is lost between the moles. That is true. And only in the persistent transmission, the ability to transmit the disease is retained between the moles. So this statement true. Hence, both the statement 1 and statement 2 are correct. Now this question, can anyone answer? Neil Patel to only one student responded, it's 2. Okay. Beat curly top virus consists of a single standard DNA, that is ssDNA. It's true. And tomato spotted wilt virus will consist of negative sense single standard RNA. It's also true. Then tobacco mosaic virus consists of positive sense single standard RNA. This is also correct. Cauliflower mosaic, this. The option will be 2. See, for this there will be no explanation. Why? Because this is memory based. The which virus consists either DNA or RNA, and whether it's single standard and double standard, that is only of type of memory based. And this thing also you can see in the treatise. Okay. So apart from this, we are having few more things. That thing we can list out here itself. So this entire chart, this entire thing you can see in the entomology treatise book as it is. So wheat curly top viruses consist of a single stranded RNA, and tomato spotted wilt virus consists of a negative sense single stranded RNA, and tobacco mosaic virus consists of positive sense single stranded RNA, and cauliflower mosaic virus consists of double stranded DNA. That thing is clear. So while coming to this thing, you know rice tungro. Rice tungro will have two viruses, that is RTBV and RTSV. Rice tungro bacilliform virus and rice tungro spherical virus. Okay, in that RTBV consists of double stranded DNA and RTSV consists of single stranded RNA. And wheat mosaic virus consists of a rod shaped single stranded RNA, and barley yellow mosaic virus consists of a isometric shaped single stranded RNA. And these things are highly confusing, so you need to give focus there. Okay. Vector for rice tungro. Yes, vector for rice tungro. Vector for rice tungro. Chaya Sahu B and Anchal Gupta 2. Adarsh B, that is correct, and Mahendra C 3 and Sam 3. Yes, many students telling correct answer. Vector for rice tungro is Nematode viruses. Neela Parvata lugents is BPH, and Nematode syncytips transmits rice dwarf virus. Previously we have discussed. So here option will become 3. B only. So here also, while coming to the 24th question, here also we can see the different diseases and their vectors. So first one is malaria, filariasis, dengue and encephalitis, and on the other side female anopheles, culex and Aedes female and culex and Aedes. So here malaria is transmitted by the female anophele, this thing you know. Then dengue is also same, Aedes female will transmit, this thing you know. So A1, C3 will be answer, and filariasis same like this, culex and Aedes, and encephalitis, culex and Aedes. So as it is like 1, 2, 3, 4, like that only they have given. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is nothing but 2. And while coming to the next question, that is 25th, cowpea mosaic virus. Cowpea mosaic virus is transmitted by aphid, but they have given the different species of aphid. Aphids crassivora, Aphids gossipi, Myzus persicae, and the last one is Bemisia tabasi, that is whitefly. Okay. So which will transmit? Oh, few students responded Mahendra, Gaming Confidently, and Chaya Sahu. Aphids crassivora. Only few students responded A. Yes, cowpea mosaic virus is transmitted by Aphids crassivora. which is called as a groundnut aphid or bean aphid mostly. Here it transmits cowpea mosaic virus and in groundnut it transmits rosette disease of groundnut, and broadbean virus in P2. Broadbean virus in P. Aphids crassivora transmits cowpea mosaic virus and broadbean virus in P and rosette disease of groundnut. Then after peanut stripe disease. So the groundnut stripe virus. One more thing. Okay. Aphids crassivora, which is also known as groundnut aphid or bean aphid, transmits cowpea mosaic virus, broadbean virus in P, then after rosette disease of groundnut and peanut stripe disease or groundnut stripe disease. Okay. So if anybody want, they can take screenshot. Okay. Yes, answer for 26th question. Twenty-sixth question. Two statements: propagative virus cannot multiply in their respective vectors and non-persistent viruses are generally styled born. So these are the two statements they have given, and some students Neil Patel, Gaming Confident, and Anchal Gupta 4. Yes, what they gave option, let's see. Statement 1 is incorrect, but statement 2 is correct. Yes, propagative viruses itself, the name tells propagative, means it will multiply in their vector host. So here they have given cannot. So this statement will become wrong. And statement 2, non-persistent viruses are generally styled born. So this statement is correct. So statement 1 is incorrect and statement 2 is correct. So for that you need to know. So other names means non-circulative is also known as styled born or non-persistent, and here circulative is known as non-styled and persistent virus. So if you could know these other names now, it will be very useful in attending such questions. Non-persistent viruses are generally styled born. Non-persistent or non-circulative are styled born. So this will help you easily without wasting any time or thinking that much. If you remember these names: non-circulative, styled born, non-persistent, and non-styled born, persistent, and circulative. Okay. So if this is the thing. And virus transmission by whitefly is non-persistent type, non-propagative type, persistent and circulative type, and semi-persistent type. For this, mainly you can have in treatise book or exactly like statements and how their mechanism is there. That thing you can see in the handbook of entomology. Okay. So here some students responded it's C. Yes, it's correct. C is a persistent and circulative type. So option will become 4. So for that again we need to know something. Here I can write. Okay, virus transmission by whitefly is persistent and circulative. So apart from that, again we need to know. So different insects how they will transmit. So mealybug is transmit semi-persistently. Then after thrips, circulative and persistent type, and mites, circulative and non-propagative. Plant hopper, circulative and propagative. So these are the things. If you want to take screenshot, you can take this. So mostly such a choose the correct answers or statement type of questions will come like this. So this is the confusing. Some students get like this. Sir, but many points in treatise are wrong because it's not ICR book. See, every book will not be ICR book. Some books there will be. So maybe some points were wrong, but this portion is correct. So, and usually such questions will come in the exam. Even in 2025 paper, 2 statements they gave about the mites. So it's important. So whitefly persistent circulative, mealybug semi-persistent, and thrips persistent type and circulative, mites circulative but non-propagative. So such things are important. So if anybody want to take screenshot, they can take. It's very important. These terms are very important. Okay. In persistent, again statement type of questions. In persistent transmission, incubation period is less from second to minutes, and in non-persistent transmission, incubation period is more. Exactly the statement was given vice versa. So In persistent transmission, incubation period will be more. Okay, and in non-persistent transmission, the incubation period will be less. Okay, so these statements were given vice versa. So here both the statements were wrong. Okay, persistent transmission, incubation period will be more. Okay, and in non-persistent transmission, incubation period should be less. So here they have given vice versa. So both the statements are wrong or incorrect. While coming to the next question, chili leaf curl virus is transmitted by. See how many questions came only on the leaf curl in different years. They are asking about the leaf curl disease, that is whitefly. So most frequently repeated question is this. So here they are given the 4 questions: Franklinella occidentalis, Bemisia tabasi, Myzus persicae, Eriophis indiciosus, and yes, 4 options. In that we can select A and B, or A and C, or B, or B and C. So here we should know which insect name is this. Franklinella occidentalis is Thrips. Bemisia tabasi is whitefly. This thing we know. Thrips, whitefly, Myzus persicae aphid, and this Eriophis indiciosus is mite. So it is the importance of taxonomy. You should know the scientific names. Okay. So leaf curl virus is transmitted by Bemisia tabasi. So option will be only B. Okay. And this Eriophis indiciosus transmits the peach mosaic. Peach mosaic virus it transmits. Eriophis indiciosus. And while coming to the next question, Iceria tulipae is a vector of bean yellow mosaic, wheat streak mosaic, and peanut bud necrosis, and cowpea mosaic virus. So here they are asking, Iceria tulipae is a vector of. Anyone? Iceria tulipae. Some students responded. Iceria tulipae is a vector of. Fourth one B only. Amit Kumar D. Chaya Sahu D. Mahendra D. Good. So Iceria tulipae is a wheat mite that transmits the wheat streak mosaic virus. So this is B correct. Apart from wheat streak, it transmits the wheat spot mosaic virus. That thing also you should know. Okay. Iceria tulipae is a mite that transmits the wheat streak mosaic virus and wheat spot mosaic virus. So both the diseases are transmitted by Iceria tulipae. So 31 tomato big bud caused by Phytoplasma is transmitted by. So generally we don't know this. It's nowhere in tomato disease we will read this big bud disease, but this big bud disease is caused by Phytoplasma, and we know the most of the phytoplasmal diseases are transmitted by leafhoppers. Okay. And matching. Okay, here also students responded. Yes, option for this. Gaming confident A. Let's check whether it's A or not. So here again they were giving the virus, and here again this they gave. Yes. Okay, different answers we are getting. Neil Patel D, Sudha 4, but Gaming Confident gave 2 times A. Let's check whether it's correct or wrong. Rice ragged stunt virus will have double stranded RNA. So this is memory based thing. And rice tungro bacilliform virus will have rod shaped single stranded RNA. Just now we were discussing this. Hey, no. Rice ragged stunt virus will have double stranded RNA. Yes, it's correct. And rice tungro bacilliform virus will have isometric double stranded DNA. Yes. This is correct. And wheat mosaic virus will have rod shaped single stranded RNA. Say barley yellow mosaic virus will have filamentous single stranded RNA. So previously we were discussing off portion. So the next off portion was repeated in 2023 paper. Okay, so it's memory based. So you need to work hard for this. Okay, 32-4. Again matching. Match least 1 with least 2. Least 1 is virus and least 2 vector. Here they are asking rice dwarf virus, tomato spotted wilt virus, groundnut rosette virus, banana bunchy top virus. And here they were asking for the vector Nephrotic syntyceps and Franchella sculzi, Pentalonia nigronervosa, if it's crassivora. Yes, quickly answer. All of you know this. Yes, Neil Patel, Mahendra, Anshul Gupta kept 4. Let's check whether it's 4 or not. Rice dwarf virus, Nephrotic syntyceps, tomato spotted wilt virus, Thrips, Franchella sculzi, groundnut rosette virus, Aphids crassivora, banana bunchy top, Pentalonia nigronervosa. So option is 4. Yes, it's correct. So Aphids crassivora also transmits broadbean virus in P. Okay, and groundnut rosette virus. Then after peanut stripe virus 2. And this Pentalonia nigronervosa transmits cuttay disease of cardamom and banana bunchy top virus. Both the things. It's 34. So here also the non-persistent, semi-persistent, non-propagative and propagative and their examples. So non-persistent transmission is mostly done by aphids. This one. And semi-persistent transmission is mostly done by leafhoppers in this option. Otherwise, mealybugs will also transmit the disease semi-persistent way. And non-propagative, whiteflies, propagative, thrips. So what will be the option? A2, B3, C4, D1. A2, B3, C4, D1 where? Fourth option. So fourth option. Okay. Non-persistent aphids, then after semi-persistent leafhoppers. Otherwise, if mealybugs also there, semi-persistent mealybugs will come. And non-propagative will be whiteflies and propagative will be thrips. Yes, option for this. Again, two statement questions. One statement one is bean yellow mosaic virus is transmitted by Aphids glycines and chili mosaic virus is transmitted by Aphids crassivora. Yes, answer for this. Either statement 1, statement 2 are correct or statement 1, statement 2 are incorrect. Statement 1 is correct and statement 2 is incorrect, or either fourth option statement 1 is incorrect and statement 2 is correct. What will be the answer for this? Bean yellow mosaic virus transmitted by Aphids glycines and chili mosaic virus is transmitted by Aphids crassivora are the given statements. Yes, answer please. Scripophaga insectivus 4 and gaming confidently kept A. Any other answer? Chaya Sahu kept B. So both the statements are incorrect. Preeta Yadav B. Is any other answer? See, mostly mosaic viruses are transmitted by aphids. That is true. So bean yellow mosaic virus is transmitted by Aphids glycines. Okay, that is correct. This statement is correct. And chili mosaic virus is transmitted by Aphids crassivora. Chili mosaic virus is also transmitted by aphid. But in most of the books, you will read Aphids gossipi, Myzus persica species. But nowhere until books I have not seen that species Aphids crassivora in the books. Okay. But Aphids crassivora will also transmit the disease. Okay. In chili mosaic virus, what we will do here? Aphids gossipi or Myzus persica is your answer. So if we open treatise or handbook, these are the things we are going to see in that. Chili mosaic virus is transmitted by aphids, mainly the species Aphids gossipi and Myzus persica. Okay, these are for books. But there are some research papers that supports that statement. Chili mosaic virus is transmitted by Aphids crassivora too. Okay, at this case, both the statements will become correct actually, if you know. Okay, so if I would be there, again I would opt for the option 1 and 2. But at your time now at JRF level, you people won't read research papers or something like that. So mostly you will think if you could remember these two, you will go for second statement is wrong. So statement 1 is correct and statement 2 is correct, incorrect by student choice mostly. See, bean, yellow mosaic virus, this one correct. Chili, this is transmitted by Aphids gossipi and Myzus persicae. But this one also correct. It's correct. Student choice, na? So this will be a bit confusion. So bean yellow mosaic virus is transmitted by Aphids glycines, chili mosaic virus is transmitted by the Aphids gossipi and Myzus persicae. This thing you will read in the books. So if you could remember, the most of the students will go for book knowledge. So they will choose the statement 1 is correct, but statement 2 is incorrect. But if the person who reads research paper or could have some more bit knowledge or knowing this point, the person will tell both the statements are correct. In this case, I will tell the both the statements are correct. But student choice will be third one. So these confusing options will be there, and this answer will be completely dependable on the examiner. That thing you should remember. And such questions will be compulsory asked in the JRF exam. That's for damn sure. Such questions will be asked every year. So what the examiner gives key. So obviously the examiner will be scientist or any other person, the well experienced person. So he will give the both the statements are correct. And students will change it like statement 1 and 2 is correct. And this answer will be completely dependable on the examiner. So I will go for statement 1 and 2 are correct. You people will go for statement 1 is correct but 2 is incorrect. So this is such controversial question. Okay. Yes, next question. Again, two statement type of questions. Statement 1 is virus transmission by whitefly is persistent and circulative type. And statement 2 is virus transmission by hoppers is circulative and usually propagative type. So previously I was written there. So if you could remember those things, how the mite transmits, thrips transmit, hoppers transmit, and whiteflies, this all transmits, you could answer such questions easily. That's what I am telling. It's very important. Okay, here the both the statements are correct. It will transmit in a persistent and circulative manner. It will transmit in circulative and propagative type. Both the statements are true. And next question, peanut bud necrosis virus PBND is transmitted by. Here we can see the options. Aphids gossipi, Myzus persicae, and B is Aphids maedis and Toxoptera graminum. And next one is Thrips palmae and Frankiella sculzi. And the next one is Planococcodois nasalensis and Pentalonia nigronervosa. So here set of options A and B only, B and D only, C only, and A and D only. Kuldeep Yadav, hello sir. Hello Mr. Kuldeep Yadav. And Chaya Sahu kept the option C, that is Thrips palmae and Frankiella sculzi. Yes, it's correct. Peanut bud necrosis virus is usually transmitted by thrips itself. So you should know what are the thrips species. Here the thrips species are Thrips palmae, Frankiella sculzi. So third option will be correct, that is C only. Okay, Frankiella sculzi. And next one, again statement type of questions. Statement 1 is tomato spotted wilt virus is not transmitted by Thrips tabaci, and and cucumber mosaic virus is transmitted by Myzus persicae. Which one will be the answer? Statement 1, tomato spotted wilt virus is not transmitted by Thrips tabaci, and the statement 2 is cucumber mosaic virus is transmitted by the Myzus persicae. So what will be the answer? Gaming confidently kept its 4. Statement 1 is incorrect, but statement 2 is correct. Tomato spotted wilt virus is transmitted by Thrips. It may be Scytothrips dorsalis or Thrips tabaci, Franklin schulze or occidentalis, anything. It is transmitted by Thrips. Hence, that statement will become wrong. Why? Here they mention not transmitted, but it's transmitted. So this statement will become wrong. And cucumber mosaic virus is transmitted by Myzus persicae, that is aphid. So statement 1 is incorrect, but statement 2 is correct. Okay, so option 4 will be correct. Good. Most of the non-persistent viruses are transmitted by. Already previously I said most of the non-persistent viruses are transmitted by aphids itself. Yes, option for this. Tomato spotted wilt virus, tomato yellow leaf curl, cauliflower mosaic, downy mildew, Franklin occidentalis, Bemisia tabaci, Breviconi brassicae, and Hylonospora brassicae. Many students A. Yes, many students. Let's see whether option A is correct or wrong. Tomato spotted wilt virus, Franklin occidentalis, yellow leaf curl, Bemisia tabaci, cauliflower mosaic, Breviconi brassicae. Same 1, 2, 3, 4. And this question was already asked in 2023 paper, and again it is repeated in 2025 paper also. Okay. And 41, pseudo curly top disease of tomato is transmitted by. Pseudo curly top disease of tomato. Pseudo curly top disease of tomato is transmitted by. First one whiteflies, second one thrips, and third one tree hoppers, and fourth one flea beetle. Gaming confidently kept 4. It is flea beetle. It's wrong. And rest of the people you gave Chaya and Anshul Gupta, who other all gave, they kept 3. That is correct. Pseudo curly top disease of tomato is transmitted by tree hopper. Until now, means in many books, it is the only disease that is transmitted by tree hopper. So it's important. It's very important to remember it, and usually it will be asked. Okay. Pseudo curly top disease of tomato is transmitted by tree hopper. Specifically, the name will be Microtalis malefera. So Microtalis malefera is the tree hopper scientific name. Again 42, the statement type of questions. Statement 1 and statement 2, two statements they have given. Virus transmission by mites is circulative but not propagative. And virus transmission by mealybugs is circulative. Yes, option for this. Many students C and gaming confidently B. Mahendra C. Gaming confident B or C. How it will become B or C? Only one option will be correct in most cases. How B or C will correct? In exam you will choose like this, B or C. Anshal Gupta 3, Mahendra 3 and Chaya 3. Let's see what is the option. Virus transmission by mites is circulative but not propagative. And virus transmission by mealybugs is circulative. This statement is correct and this statement is wrong. And mealybugs transmission is non-circulative, not circulative. It's non-circulative. If they give means it is correct. It is wrong, that is correct. Statement 1 is correct, statement 2 is incorrect. Okay. Again same question that was asked in 2022 paper. Confused, sir. See, in this question they have given two statements. That is, virus transmission by mites is circulative but not propagative. The statement is correct and the mite transmission is like that. But in case of mealybugs, it's a non-circulative. That thing I am telling. So you need to read. So previously I was mentioning now how whiteflies transmit persistent and circulative and mealybug semi-persistent. Like that you need to list out for all the insect vectors so that it will be very useful. Okay. Sir, side. Okay. $43. See, if I move more than this side, I will be exiting the camera. This thing we have already done. Carrot stolber is that Basticersa trigonica, and potato rugo stunning virus is this one. South America potato silid, that is Dasliana solanicola, and zebra chip disease of potato is cockrelli. This one. Cauliflower mosaic is Brevicone brassicae. So A3, B1, C4, D2. A3, B1, C4, D2. So 43 option is 3. Anshal Gupta, good, 3. Scirpophaga, you gave 4. See, zebra chip disease of potato is that, what that name? Basticersa cockrelli. And this potato rugose stunting virus is transmitted by Rosaliana solanica, that is South America potato salad. That's why you were telling 4. Sir, how is Scirpophaga incertulus? What I am doing here? What you are asking? Sir, how is the food mess in IRA in daily test? Just like moderate. Okay, I will discuss about this in the last. I don't want to interrupt the class. So, carrot stolber silidis, Batocera trigonica, potato rugose stunting virus is Rosaliana solanica, zebra chip disease of potato. It's cockerelli, cauliflower mosaic virus is Brevicon brassicae. So, here its option is 3. Yes, सबसे important question तो अभी को पूछा भाई ने. Yes, he asked the most important question. Now I am discussing the important question. There itself he is asking about the food. Maybe it might be biggest motivation for majority of the people, but IRA is a good campus. So it is the top institute. So that is the most important thing, not about the food and other thing. That is all secondary. Okay. And insect vectors, Myzus persicae, Bemsia tabasi, Diaphorina citri, Frankinella occidentalis. And here this side citrus greening, potato leaf roll virus, and tomato spotted wilt virus, and cotton leaf curl disease. And I think many students gaming confident 3 Chaya Sahu. Myzus persicae, potato leaf roll virus, Bemisia tabasi, leaf curl, we all know this. Diaphorina citri, already I said it is a citrus xyla. Frankinella occidentalis, tomato spotted wilt virus. A2, B4, A2, B4, then C1, D3. A2, B4, C1, D3, yes, third one. 44 is 3. So, banana bunchy top virus is transmitted by. Easy. You need to tell this. Banana bunchy top virus is transmitted by Apis gossypi, Pentalonia nigronervosa, and Apis malvae, Toxoptera granarium. Which is correct? Good. 2B. That is Pentalonia nigronervosa. Banana bunchy top is transmitted by banana aphid, Pentalonia nigronervosa. So 2 will be the answer. Okay. Yeah. From last 5 years, if we could see the weightage of insect vectors or the vectors of plant disease, it is having the high weightage and more number of the questions will come. So, and it was somewhat important topic, and it's usually memory based topic. Means you will need to understand what is stylet bond, non-stylet bond, persistent, non-persistent, semi-persistent. That classification is important, and which disease is transmitted by either thrips or whiteflies, like that you need to remember. And the specific scientific names are there in some cases, so that you need to remember. Like pseudo curly top disease of tomato is transmitted by what? Tree hopper, that is Microtalis mellifera. So like that some important things will be there, like that you need to remember. And anyone don't leave this vectors portion. Okay, compulsory vectors questions will be asked around 3 to 4 questions very easily in every year. Okay, so it's completed. And same again. Okay. I hope you like the session. So we will discuss tomorrow again. Chalo, bye.